Hi, today we're going to talk about cultivating self love. So, I'm going to first start by saying that I hope that you are doing well today, and whatever message I'm giving here, I hope that you can take something away from it. So, the first thing I'm going to ask is, how can you be happy if you don't love yourself? Because when we have a high degree of self love, it makes it easier to take care of ourselves. So, if you love and respect yourself, others are more likely to respect you too. Because when you have self love, you know where your boundaries are, you know where to set them, and you are more likely to enforce it so that other people don't overstep those boundaries. And when you love yourself, you're more gentle, kind, and considerate with yourself. So life can be very tough sometimes. It can be challenging, but it's even harder when you're hard on yourself. So ideally, we'd like to get you to the point that you are your biggest fan in life. It might be a bit of a struggle to get there, but it is doable. So, first thing we're going to talk about is making sleep a priority. So, everybody needs sleep. When we don't think very highly of ourselves, we often don't get enough sleep. We often questioning ourselves and we go into a cycle that's sort of self-destruct. So it's easy for all the things and people in our lives to get our time and attention, but this leaves too little time for sufficient sleep, especially when trying to please others all the time. So try and make sleep a priority. I know myself personally, I don't sleep many hours, but the hours I do sleep, I switch off all communication and I dedicate it to putting my head on that pillow and I'm out. So the next thing is feeding your body better food. If you don't love yourself, you might not be eating as well as you should be. You might be eating too little. You might be eating too much. Show yourself that you're a priority by giving yourself healthy food to eat. No matter what diet you're following, when we talk about restrictive diets, make sure that you're getting enough nutrients in. Consult a nutritionist. Go speak to your doctor if you're feeling that your health is not optimized at the moment. The next thing is to feed your mind better things too. It's not just about your body, it's your mind. So consider the thoughts that you get. How do you process those thoughts? What are the emotions attached to those thoughts? Can you step outside of those thoughts and see that they are just thoughts? Are you spending too much time just watching television? And the websites that you're giving your mind to, Facebook included, the irony, but if you spend too much time on social media as well, where are your priorities lying? Is it educational? Is it building you? So are you spending your time the way you would want? Or are you spending the time just to pass the time? So feed your mind things. Pick up a book you've been meaning to read. Or talk about feeding your mind television. If you do have a movie you want to watch and you do need to relax, do go and watch it. But make time to reflect and consider your thoughts. So this is feeding your mind better things. And exercise. So taking care of your body with exercise is a sign of self-love. If it's done in moderation and it's done to build you up. So you don't have to train for a triathlon or to be Mr. World Weightlifter, but get some exercise each day, no matter how small it is. We don't need to start with high impact. You can start slowly. Even chair exercises. It's something you can start today. Just 10 minutes of your time. And the next thing is look your best. So often when we get a bit down on ourselves, our general appearance reflects this. It's one of the first things that goes if we do feel depressive. It's our appearance. It's usually a giveaway sign. So give yourself the attention that you need to look your best each day. Be the best dressed and best groomed person in the room wherever you go, to the best of your ability. It doesn't take too much effort. Again, we're looking at 10 minutes a day to look after yourself. And then make time to relax. Rest and relaxation are critical to enjoying life. So schedule some time for your day to kick back and do whatever you enjoy. Whatever it is you enjoy, just take some time, even if it's just sitting back and closing your eyes. And then forgive yourself. It's pretty tough to love yourself if you haven't forgiven yourself for past mistakes and failures. Just remember that nobody, absolutely nobody, is perfect. So there's nothing you can do about the past. So it only makes sense to let it go and forgive yourself. The things that happened in the past are best left there, because you're not the same person that you were even a moment ago. Now, if you want to build on that self-love, you can list your best qualities. We can quickly rattle off all our shortcomings, but if we're not in love with ourselves, we struggle to identify our positive characteristics, and this is where giving comes in. So remind yourself of all the amazing qualities you have. Write down your positive qualities, even if they're only slightly positive. List them all. And then there's your greatest triumph. You've done some amazing things, I'm sure. So put pen to paper and write them all down. Go back to the beginning and relive your better moments. And the next thing I'm going to discuss is about separating from those that do not treat you well. If someone in your life regularly harms you, be it emotionally, physically, spiritually, consider giving them their walking papers. There are so many people in the world that it doesn't make sense to put up with someone that doesn't treat you well. Never give your time away for those that don't deserve it. And unfortunately, there are times that people don't deserve your time. And it's best to part. Now, if you're in a relationship where you're suffering domestic violence, I can say that you know when it's safest and best to leave. But just remember that you are loved, you are amazing, and you deserve the best, and that is to love yourself. And start making changes you've been avoiding in life. This is my final point. You know, you have a good idea of the changes you'd like to make in your life, so let today be the day you start implementing a few of these ideas. You know, if you can't love yourself, how can you love others? Treat yourself like you matter, and you'll begin to believe that you do. Our beliefs can be led by our actions, so we can change our beliefs to justify our behaviors. Put your attention on your strengths and successes, and take care of your mind and your body. And you will see the change, and you will fall in love with yourself again. You're the only person you have 24/7 a day. You know, everyone else is available on a limited basis, so make yourself a priority in your life, and you'll be glad you did. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope that you have a fantastic day, and start loving yourself, and everyone else will love you too.